What good, YouTube? Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald Rogue. So, last time we failed our attempt to beat the Gauntlet, but this time we're returning with a vengeance. And we've already started right before we get into the Gauntlet. To save you guys the having to watch the regrinding. There's only a couple of things I want to make mention before. Obviously, the teams are going to be pretty similar. Except a couple of Terra types have been changed. Because I realized that was kind of an issue with the last run, where I would like to terrestrialize to something more defensive, and I just didn't have that option. So I've gone ahead and I've changed a couple of Terra types before we started. I also committed to a new move on Scizor. We finally replaced Knockoff with Close Combat. We want Scizor just to hit as hard as possible, and we'd like another option against Steel types. So Close Combat Scizor is now part of the team. Before we get started here, I realized there was one last thing I forgot to finalize. There's been so much time on the Terra types that I completely forgot. We're just now going to dump our money into revives. We're not using these in battle, these are just going to be for after the battle. But from this point forward, the Gauntlet is going to begin. It's going to be one trainer battle after another, all the way up into Elite Four, and then a champion. And then a champion, if the other runs are anything to go off of. But there won't be a rival, so it'll be a complete mystery until the very end. Who we have to fight. As well as all the gym leaders are going to be complete mysteries the entire time. Because we're still on Rainbow. So we're not really sure who we're going to be getting. I've swapped my lead up. We're going to be starting Metagross and Murkrow. I realized in the last run that Murkrow without tank investment just is not tanky at all, even with Eviolite. So we're going to be starting with Murkrow because it's pretty valuable if I can get the Tailwind up, because my team isn't particularly fast. And I still want to lead Metagross on the off chance that the gym leader is either an electric type or a fire type, or we just have a bad matchup into them. So we're just going to jump right into it. And we're starting off with the Steel types. Now, I believe this is going to be a full team. I don't think they're pulling any punches here to start. Yeah, so it's going to be a full team of 6 level 100 double battle. Klefki and Bronzong. Interesting. So kind of off to a bad matchup to start. Because I'm not sure what this Bronzong wants to do. If it sets up Trick Room and I set up Tailwind, that would be pretty devastating. So we can actually, I think we can scout for the ability here. We can confirm that this is a Levitate Bronzong because Earthquake is not effective. We could go for Gravity Tailwind. Let's see. We have Incineroar, who's our main answer to Steel types, but now we also have Scizor as a potential answer. I can't risk Tailwinding into Trick Room, so I don't think we Tailwind the first turn. I think I'm going to try to levy some damage into this Bronzong and see what happens. Okay, we have a light screen. I believe Klefki is more of a special attacker, though I could be wrong. It's going to be a lot of damage. Breaks the light screen, that's nice. Yeah, Trick Room. I was worried about that, but I didn't want to reposition just in case. So now the Trick Room's up. So now we actually don't have any incentive to push the battle forward. So I think we're going to go for another Psychic Fangs into Snarl. I'm going to hope that this Klefki doesn't have any physical moves, because if it doesn't, then we can really get away with a lot. Bronzong used Gravity. Interesting. If we keep breaking the light screen with Psychic Fangs, Klefki might just keep going for it. Okay, so that was the second turn of Trick Room. So let's Bullet Punch into the Klefki, and I don't think Klefki is going to go for an attacking move, but let's Sucker Punch Klefki anyway. We don't want to attack the Bronzong just yet. Oh, he's got Hypnosis. Okay, that's fine. We're going to Psychic Fangs into the Klefki, Sucker Punch into the Klefki. Okay. Okay. So, yes, unfortunately, Gravity Hypnosis, one of my own techs being used against me here. But we need to stall out this Trick Room. So, we're going to go for another Psychic Fangs, hope for the turn 2 Wake Up. And I think we swap... Do we swap here? So what's this Bronzong going to do? It knows Hypnosis and Gravity and Trick Room. It might not have an attacking move, in which case I think we stay in with Murkrow. They don't really threaten us. If this Klefki had a fairy move, I think it would have used it by now. Yeah, let's burn some sleep turns. Gyro Ball, okay. Into the Metagross. Okay, Metagross is still asleep. Foul play. Yeah, that hurts. Twisted Dimensions are returning normal. Okay. So I think Metagross is a guaranteed wake-up this turn. So I am going to Psychic Fangs into Bronzong. And I think I want to hope for the wake-up. So, Metagross is guaranteed to wake up here, so he will kill the Bronzong even if he dies this turn. I'm hoping that Murkrow wakes up here and Tailwinds, so we can reset on the next turn. We might lose Metagross here to the foul play. And in fact, I think we will. Yep, okay, well. So... So what do I do here? I've completely fucked this up. We don't have any way to immune the Hypnosis. I do not want to let them get in stronger threats with Trick Room up. But I've let them get Trick Room up again. Yeah, let's just try to burn more sleep turns. Or more, yeah. So Klefki flinched. We are... This is second turn of Trick Room. Burn the sleep turn. Gravity's back up. Foul play into the Incineroar. I should be fine here. Yeah. Okay. We might wake up here. I think we... What do we want to do here? So, Bronzong is going to Hypnosis the Murkrow here. So, we want to... We're just going to fake out the Klefki. It will fail. Sucker Punch will not. Yeah, some chip damage. They didn't Hypnosis. Okay. Yeah, I think ideally what we want to set up for here is we want... So I don't want Incineroar to fall back asleep. I want Trick Room to end, and I want to pivot somehow. So I think we Parting Shot the Klefki and we Snarl with... No, wait, it's only been... Has it? Okay. It's been the third turn of Trick Room. So there are 2 turns left. Okay, I think we Parting Shot Snarl here. Okay, he doesn't go for Hypnosis. It's fine. Okay, Incineroar's asleep. Fuck. Shinies are actually pretty easy to get in this game. So I was right about the Twisted Dimensions. Unfortunately, Incineroar was sleeping still. All you have to do is find a shiny in the overworld and then beat your run with it. And then they'll appear at your base and you can catch them later. So I think we're guaranteed to wake up here. We protect Tailwind. Okay, and woke up, protect, save us from the Excadrill. We get the Tailwind up finally. Okay, Iron Head into the Murkrow. That's not what I thought. Honestly, I'm fine with that happening here. Because now we go in straight into Kyogre. So I protected last round, so I don't know if my Incineroar is faster than Excadrill. I'm just going to swap here. I would like the Parting Shot, but I'm just going to swap. The Origin Pulse. I think Gravity might still be up. I have not been counting Gravity turns. There's been a lot of counting this round. Yeah, Earthquake. Okay, the Gravity returned to normal, which isn't great. We are going to close combat the Empoleon, and we are going to Origin Pulse again. If we could Thunder, I would, but we can't. Excadrill is immune, because I really just care about killing the Excadrill this turn. But we just have to hope that Origin Pulse hits. Okay, he protects. That's fine, honestly. It's not ideal, but it's fine. The alternative there was missing and taking a ton of Earthquake damage. Okay, the close combat's enough to finish the Empoleon. That one adjustment right there is going to make Scizor fighting Steel types be an extremely easy out for us. Okay. We go again. We Origin Pulse and we close combat. Okay, we hit the Lucario. Do we hit the Excadrill? That's what we care about. We kill Lucario, and we hit the Excadrill. Okay. Damaged by Life Orb, and I completely failed to close combat, but that's fine. Tailwind petered out, but they're at the last Pokemon. So King Gambit's really slow. I think my Scizor outspeeds King Gambit. We are just going to use accurate moves. I think Scizor kills here. Okay, he's Terra Normal. Okay, so he's still weak to close combat. Okay, I didn't see what happened there. Unfortunate. Yeah, so this sucks. Incineroar get fake out pressure here. Let's just Origin Pulse and hope we hit. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I completely missed. Was that just Sucker Punch that killed Scizor? Because if that was unfortunate. I didn't think he was in range if he didn't Terra Dark. But okay. So as per usual, the game doesn't pull any punches, and it was a hard fight the entire time, even though it was Gym 1. So, the Trick Room thing, even though I called it out, I didn't really know what to do in that instance. I mean, I think at that point we were most afraid of just constant misses from Kyogre, which is not unheard of. Really, the problem there was just I failed to KO the Bronzong before it got the second Trick Room turn up because I got my speed orders mixed up. I'm not used to seeing Trick Room even in these kind of battles, so honestly, the fact that it was even right that it went for Trick Room, there was a good chance it didn't even know it. I still like the lead. Again, leading Tailwind in a Trick Room is just always going to be unfortunate, but I think we adjusted well, so let's just hope that there aren't any more Trick Roomers. Tulip! Okay, so we're fighting a Psychic Gym Leader. In that case, I think I led pretty well. Though there's the one fear of there being some kind of Fire Stab as part of their lead, but it looks like they don't have that. So, they have Raichu and a Spathra. A Spathra is very frail. I believe Alolan Raichu is a bit better. I kind of just want to hit them with the Earthquake into Tailwind. I think we have a great opener and just letting the Earthquake ride. Murkrow might go down here if Metagross fails to pick up the double KO. We're mostly just worried about Raichu here, but we get the KO on Raichu. And yeah, not much on the Espathra. It isn't super effective, and it's not stab. It is setting up here. And now they have Delphox. So, we can actually kill this Espathra here, guaranteed, because I changed Metagross's Terra type to Ground. So, because this Delphox is here and it's going to be a problem, we're going to Terrastalize to Ground Earthquake, and to ensure that the Espathra, I could probably Sucker Punch here, and that would guarantee it as well, but if they're going for another Calm Mind, there's a chance that for some reason it doesn't kill. I think I'm just going to... I could go for the Snarl. That guarantees it as well. I think just because I'm not sure, because of that speed boost, I'm going to Quash. This ensures that Espathra will be going last. And I believe that the Terrastalization will be enough to get the KO on them. Let's just hope my head math is right here. Because I'm wasting my Terra here if I didn't get this right. We're Quashing to ensure Espathra doesn't move this turn. Wow, wait. Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna say that was a bug of the ROM. We got the kill. So I was right about the damage calc, wrong about how that interaction went, I guess. So we could sack Murkrow here, but I kind of don't want to do that. Murkrow can't protect. I mean, Snarl Earthquake, it doesn't look too bad here. You know, I say we send it. If Murkrow dies, he dies. We have a lot of pressure here with him being double Psychic types. I want to take advantage of it. Weakness policy. Yeah, less damage on the Slowbro than I was hoping. Oh yeah, definitely. This just happens to be my favorite one, but there are a couple that I definitely want to play. Ooh, the Scald. Okay, good. Life Orb Slowking, huh? If there are any in particular people are interested in seeing, I know that one of them that I was really hoping to play was there was recently a huge update to Pokemon Garbage Gold. I was really interested in playing. Pokemon Obsidian, I think I have heard of that one. I'm not as familiar with it. I'll have to look it up though. But I appreciate the recommendation. This just happens to be my favorite Pokemon ROM hack, so it's the one I put the most time into. But I am absolutely interested in playing more of them. If we beat this run today, I will stream another one next time. We kind of just swept with Terra Ground Metagross there. I guess I just didn't expect, I don't know, there were so many Pokemon that were weak to Earthquake, I was kind of just like, yeah, let's just send it. Yeah, if we beat the run today, we will absolutely start a new ROM tomorrow. Or whenever I stream next, I can't guarantee it's tomorrow. Yeah, let's go in for Gym 3, though. Okay, Olivia. So this is going to be a ground-type gym leader. So definitely want to just hard switch Metagross here. Them leading a Alolan Golem is annoying because of the discharge it can do pretty freely. We could try to punch through. Let's see. Okay. 205. Okay, yeah, so definitely way faster. Yeah, it's probably not the smartest. Here's what I think we do. I think, despite it not being super ideal for us right now, we're still going to Gravity, and I'm going to hard swap Murkrow into Kyogre. This means that turn 2, assuming Golem doesn't blow up or discharge here, we can hit the Bullet Punch into the Origin Pulse. Yeah, Golem Stealth Rocks, let's go. And the Ice Punch. Oh, that was such a good turn for me then. Because now Gravity is up. Kyogre will never miss an attack now. Yeah, I say we Bullet Punch to break the... Well, Golem might actually have Galvanize. Let's attack Rhyperior, because I think both of these Mon can have Sturdy. I'm just going to assume that Rhyperior is the one who will guaranteed have it. The Origin Pulse is a guaranteed hit here. What is that, Rocky Helmet? Oh, Weakness Policy. Okay, we're hoping... So it's not Assault Vest. So now we're just hoping that this is enough to kill. Enough to kill the Golem, he was Galvanized. And enough to kill the Rhyperior. Massive. It's a bit scary losing, or not having any ground immunities on my side now. Okay, Colossal. Lycanroc. So Lycanroc might have a Focus Sash here, is my only thought. If I don't kill Colossal this turn, and I hit it with a Water type attack, it'll get, I think it maximizes its speed, which is frustrating. So we're going to go for the Psychic Fangs, I think, here. We're going to let him have his Steam Engine here, but we're just going to try to rip it. Okay, Swords Dance isn't great. I hope that's not Focus Sash. It could very well be Focus Sash into Excel Rock next turn, which isn't great. Okay, we actually killed him. Okay. No Focus Sash is wild. I was certain one of those guys had a Focus Sash. That's crazy. This is going way smoother than it did last time. Cleavor. Yeah, I see no reason to differ from the strategy. We will Psychic Fangs to cover for any Sturdies or any Focus Sashes, but we are just going to rip the Origin Pulse. Ooh, if this is Terra Bug, that's kind of unfortunate. Terra Grass. Ooh, Terra Grass Trailblaze could hurt here. Yeah, in this game mode, the AI has way better Terra types. It makes it more interesting for sure. And there we go. There's the Focus Sash. Somebody had to have it. Yeah, the unfortunate thing here is that now I think Kyogre dies. Yeah. And Shell Smash. Okay, they are not going down without a fight. They really wanted it. Yeah, I guess from here, we just fake out and win, right? We have fake out Bullet Punch. I don't think there's any world in which we don't win. I think I've been muted for a while. It looked like it was muted on my side. I hope it wasn't. Okay. So things been going better than they were last run, which has been really nice. But unfortunately, we still have a few deaths. This is kind of unavoidable. The idea that I could do this deathless, at least at this stage, is a little far-fetched. I would like to at least get EV spreads before I can do any deathless runs. But I think just the fact that we're not using healing items in battle is proof enough. Again, I feel like the switches have been way better this time around. Koga, poison types. This could be another scenario of Terra Ground and win. Muck and Glamora. It isn't off the table. I'm not going to burn my Terrassalization here because I have no guarantee that I even need it, but I am going to rip the Terra, or I am going to rip the Earthquake with a Tailwind. These Pokemon aren't particularly slow, but I want to put it up regardless, in case this kills either of them. Focus Sash Glamora. Question is, does that kill Murkrow? It does. Okay. And now I'm glad I got the Tailwind up. If Murkrow dies, so be it. The best thing he can get is Tailwind up. So now what do we want to do? There's a poison type gym. We could rip just straight into Kyogre. We could rip into because we don't really have a lot of good Psychic types. We have Metagross and that's about it. I say we go into Kyogre and we use that Tailwind to our benefit. We Gravity with Metagross and then we just Origin Pulse. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. And luckily just poison it and not badly poison, I suppose. Yeah, actually, do we... Yeah, I think we set the Gravity up here. Now, the only problem is Kyogre is going to go before Metagross, because Metagross is intentionally speed lowered. So we're going to have to hope this is just a raw Origin Pulse, but going on... Yeah, okay, Spiky Shield, that's fine. I'm glad I didn't use Bullet Punch into that slot then. Shadow Sneak, it's fine, it's not Stab, it's a very weak move. That Muck got a little bit on his way out, but it happens. So we can actually swap into Scizor as well here. and we don't lose the, or rather, we don't become poisoned because he's still a steel type, unless we terrestrialize him. Ooh, Amoonguss. Yeah, we're going to Psychic Fangs to get the kill off. You know what? Just because I know Amoonguss is really tanky and Glamora has 1 hit point, let's Blizzard here. Yeah, should be 100% accurate in gravity. If not, it might as well be. Okay, I crit. Who knows if that mattered or not? I did not want to take the chance. We have the option as well of setting Sinistry in if the poison on Kyogre becomes too much. We're kind of banking on them to sweep here now that the gravity's up. Ooh. So we're gonna have to split our attack here. Except that I know that Thunder won't be enough to kill. So I think I have to double into the Tentacruel here. I don't want them to fire off a water boosted or a rain boosted Hydro Pump because that'll hurt whoever it hits. Yeah, Tentacruel is just so tanky, and sometimes they run Assault Vest too. Will-O-Wisp. That's not great, but that's fine. I think at this point we're kind of done using Metagross for damage anyway. We either have to save Kyogre with Sinistry, or we have to just commit to Kyogre to sacking and swap to Scizor. Thankfully, I think we can save Sinistry, or we can save Kyogre with Sinistry. We'll just swap directly in there and then launch off the Origin Pulse. Actually, just to ensure this kills, I'm terrestrializing the water. Because I don't know if this kills Weezing. It probably does, but we're just gonna pretend it doesn't. Better safe than sorry. Not that I'm really afraid of these Pokemon, but I would hate to take an explosion on Kyogre. Parapsychic. I think I prefer that they terrestrialize this Psychic over Bug there. Okay. Yeah, and with that, we clean sweep. I thought we would take more kills with Metagross. It's just kind of a weird lead, Glamora. I definitely had to respect that. I did not want them to get too many layers of Toxic Spikes up. Yeah, Murkrow is fainted, so hang on. Pretty good. We've been having basically just 1 death every time, and usually it's to our benefit. We're not, like, sacking as much as we had to before. We're not, like, put in as many pin situations. Leading with a Murkrow was definitely a good adjustment, because now we are just able to get Tailwind up, and it gives us so much pressure if we have it, that we can kind of just snowball with it. Just going first is just too important. Wolfric, huh? So this is a little odd, because really our only use for Kyogre here is just to replace the snow. Just to gain back weather control. Interesting. You know, we could guarantee take out the Frostlass here. Yeah, since Kyogre is not going to be as useful, I don't feel the need to rush getting them on the field. I say we just Bullet Punch and Snarl to kill the Frostlass. Frostlass can have some annoying moves. I believe they can even Destiny Bond if they're feeling really cheeky. And this will lower Ninetales special attack as well. Possibly saving Murkrow from an Ice Beam. But I'm hoping that the Ninetales goes for, a defensive option. Frostlass with the Ice Beam. This probably kills. Yeah, okay. You know what? There was a real good chance that I was faster than that Frostlass. Let's get rid of the snow for now. What we want to do here is we want to Psychic Fangs to break the Aurora Veil. And we'll try to launch an Origin Pulse here. Origin Pulse, even without the gravity, is still fairly accurate. I don't mind just going for it. Shadow Ball is going to hurt. Okay. So we should be able to break the Aurora Veil now, which will be useful later. I'm not sure if this kills the Froslass with Aurora Veil up. I'm hoping it does. Okay. And I missed on Ninetales. That's fine. We broke the Veil. And we did massive damage to Ninetales as well. Alola and Sand Slash. So I'm glad we got rid of the snow because this Pokemon can have Slush Rush sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to swap into Incineroar just to intimidate the Sand Slash. And I don't want them to get another Aurora Veil up. I could Thunder for the guaranteed accuracy. I think I'm going to. This surely kills Ninetales at this HP threshold. I'm not too worried because Utility Umbrella Flare Blitz is going to KO that Sand Slash on the next turn. Ah, they went for the Protect. And there goes my Utility Umbrella. So that's fine. Now the strategy changes. We go for Thunder and Fake Out. I don't really want the Sand Slash to let off a move. It has a decent attack stat. Okay. The Frozen Solid kind of hurts, but I'm sure we're fine. So I don't believe Flare Blitz thaws. Does Flare Blitz thaw? Only certain fire type moves thaw, if I remember correctly. This is actually something I'm being knowledge checked on right now. Flare Blitz does? Okay. Interesting. We lost our Utility Umbrella, so it'll be weakened by the rain. But it thaws us out, and both of these Pokemon are 2 times weak to it. Dude, fuck it. I say let's just roll with it. There is a chance that we get hit with a bug move, but I mean, I'm willing to take that chance. Let's fucking go. That's good comp. I did not know that. If that had come up in like an official battle, I wouldn't have known. Okay. Okay. So this is bad. This is really bad. I think I think I'm going to try to protect Incineroar. And I'm going to Origin Pulse. Which Terrestrialized Dragon? No, that would be dumb. What do you become? That's a big question. Into the Dark type, okay. I think that means he... I don't... Oh god, he went for Kyogre. Oh! Okay, but he went for the Earthquake, though. I was afraid of that. He'll hit himself? Okay, and the rain stopped. I think we kind of have to go Scizor here, right? He's the only one who can tank a hit and get a revenge kill. I think we kind of just have to go for our strongest moves here. I'm not sure the speed tier is here, but I'm pretty sure they outspeed me every day of the week. Mammoth 1 could potentially just kill their own Chen Pao if they just Earthquake here again. Incineroar just protected. Scizor can't protect. I think I just kind of have to rip it and then hope I'm right. Oh my god! But we win here. Because he killed his own Chen Pao, we win here guaranteed. Unless we miss every Matcha Gotcha. Okay, if he crit, that actually might have been bad. We're good. I think Metagross could have clutched it with Bullet Punch, but... Oh my god. It's like, why did the Ice-type gym give me so much trouble, man? This is the bad type. Okay. Okay. We had 4 deaths there. Down to literally just crumbs of the team. Yeah, oh man. That was kind of rough. We're also going to have to restore power points, I think, as well, because most of our Pokemon did not get heals, and we're running very low power point moves. Oh my god. We're so early on still. We have to do this today. I can't handle the taste of defeat again. I'm just making sure we have everything we need going to the next one. Okay, we should be fine then. Okay. Huh. It's like always the types that I think are like the easiest that end up being the hardest. Dude, getting the utility umbrella knocked off on Incineroar, that hurt. That hurt me a lot. Okay, we could just rip Terra Ground here. We're absolutely ripping Terra Ground Tailwind here. Like, there's no reason not to. The sunlight is strong. Alright, come on, Metagross. Tailwind means Metagross is the next to move. Okay, I thought he would be the next to move. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Dude, that is insanely fast, Cinderace. Oh my god, and he lives... Okay, this is so fucking cooked. Okay, thank god that the Cinderace is dead at least. Okay. That's so bad. God, we weren't even faster with Tailwind up. This is fine though. I think we replaced the weather here. I'm not sure if this is permanent. Okay, we have Tailwind up, it's raining, and Kyogre's on the field. Okay, we Origin Pulse. Snarl. Just, I want to make sure the Armarouge dies, and frankly, lowering the special attack of Rotom Heat doesn't hurt either. Okay. We didn't get Gravity up before Metagross died, because I didn't expect him to die there. God, it's Sun Boost. Okay, they're down to 3. Skull Villain. Oof, that's kind of scary here. And Arcanine. So here's what I want to do, actually. I'm going to protect Kyogre this turn. I'm going to switch to Incineroar. I want to fake out the Skull Villain. I don't know if it has a Grass type move. Like a good one. Okay, he's terastallizing too. What is he going to? Terra Fire, okay. Snarl, huh? Interesting. Ooh, growth. Okay, kinda hate to see that. I hate that he's setting up. We still have Tailwind active. We are Origin Pulsing and hitting Fake Out into the Skull Villain. Okay, I missed the Skull Villain. And our Tailwind just petered out. Oh no, does this set Sun back up? Fuck! Okay, we're pivoting. We go back to Murkrow. We are going to... They put the Sun up for us, we're gonna use it. Flare Blitz into the Skull Villain. He's setting up again. Solar Beam goes into the Murkrow. He crit me. Incineroar Flare Blitz. Let's go, it was enough. Incineroar Flare Blitz might actually just be enough to clutch this if we don't want to switch. Yeah, I say we just send it. Actually, let's not. I don't want to... Yeah, well... Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's send it. Incineroar's got this. Well, I could have swapped to Kyogre there, but I should have swapped to Kyogre there. Okay, wasting my own resources. I see how it is. Okay, it got a little scary. Even though I have Kyogre, I'm not taking for granted my weather control here, because yeah, that Ninetales can come in at such an inopportune moment. If he at some point had decided to like switch the Ninetales out and got rid of my weather control, that really could have screwed me over. Because reducing the power of Origin Pulse, I now no longer know if I kill anything. Okay, we clutch out the match. They're either like easy or like impossibly difficult. There's like no in between on these matches. Thankfully, fire types are my best matchup essentially, so this is the one I expect to be easy. Alright. On to Gym 7. At some point we can use we get one free heal. I almost never use it. I think we just pop this here because I always forget to use the free heal. And we have 2 deaths. We only get one of those, so popping it here at Gym 7, I don't mind. Okay. That was a fire one, so that was huge. So this next one can't possibly be fire. I'm worried about electric, but instead it's going to be ghost. Ghost type. The starting Murkrow here is nice then, but I think I might want to pivot Metagross immediately. Let's see what they lead. Decidueye, Stabilize. Yeah. Again, Ghost type, not really too worried about setting Gravity up. Yeah, I think we pivot here. Let's roll up into... We could just rock up Incin, That gives us a lot of pressure into the Decidueye. Let's lead into Scizor, I think. Gives us some nice defensive coverage as well. Let's see, and I'm gonna set Tailwind here. We might as well set it up early. Okay, they go for the fake out here, that's fine. We're not really worried about them faking this out. And Decidueye with the Swords Dance, okay. So, I think a Snarl plus a Lunge here will be fine. Yeah, Lunge into Decidueye, and we Snarl as well. Get some chip damage on the Stabile, who I think just tried to use a Prankster ability on me. Yeah. Hopefully Lunge kills here. I believe it will. He's not weak to it, but... Wow, that's so little. Okay, we did take his attack down 1, but unfortunately he hit us with Spirit Shackle. I kind of want a Gigaton Hammer just to get rid of the Stabile here. And I think a Snarl finishes off the Decidueye, because we can no longer switch out with Murkrow. Yeah, he took a Will-O-Wisp. So that's a benefit of having this good as gold Scizor. So many wrong names. It just means that the AI is going to get confused, thinking we'll have one ability and we have the other. There's not much we can do about that. We're just going to count it as a W. Chandelure, this is great here because we can bait out and overheat. And Dranipole, okay. Yeah, I want to Terra Water, Surging Strikes to kill the Chandelure, and we can Snarl here to break the Dragapult's Focus Sash. Also on the off chance that the one with the Focus... actually, never mind. We don't have to worry about Focus Sash Chandelure because we're just using Surging Strikes. Already Terastallizing, huh? Yeah, Terra Dragon. Makes sense. And Dragon Darts, which is bugged, so it's just going to kill our Murkrow instead of hitting our Scizor. That's fine, he really couldn't do much there anyway. Does mean we lose our Tailwind control. Fortunately, this Dragapult is no longer a Ghost type, so it can be faked out. I believe Palossand has a water immunity. So I think we Gigaton Hammer, or do we just want to get rid of the Dragapult now? I think we're fine, assuming Gigaton Hammer actually kills the Palossand. I believe this just kills, though. Okay. Well, we were wrong about that, but he just went for Stealth Rocks, so we'll take it. Yeah, I say we just rip a close combat and do... Well, no, we could go for a lunge, and it's a bit safer, I think. I suppose we just, we could just Flare Blitz in the Palossand. If he's faster... There's no way Palossand's faster than Incineroar, right? Okay, Dragon Dance, scary. Luckily we're going to lower his attack if we don't kill him. Yeah, I was a bit worried there that close combat wouldn't get a kill. It probably would have killed. Because if close combat doesn't kill because it's not stabbed, then we have another problem of just being -1 defense. Yeah, I'm just gonna Surging Strikes in the Flare Blitz. I think we're pretty safe here. I think at this point there's nothing we are really afraid of. I mean, yeah, that I suppose would double up kills. They're just so petty. I'm like, okay, well, we've guaranteed one here, but they're just like, we'll just take one kill on the way out, just to be sure, just in case you miss your attacks 100 times in a row. All right, that's a little unfortunate because we have most of our moves on Scizor have barely any PP, but that's fine. We're more than halfway done now. We have one more gym leader, the Elite Four, and then the 2 champions. So, we're doing pretty good, but we were able to get this far last time as well. The only benefit we have going into this run is we just have less deaths, which really it's more of a personal win. Okay, so I believe we're good to continue. Let me just double check real quick, see how everyone's doing. Mostly Scizor. No, we're not. This Murkrow is running Eviolite right now, actually, so it's doubling its defenses because it's not evolved. Because really, we don't care about evolving Murkrow. We really want Murkrow to be more of a support Pokemon, focusing on breaking Focus Sash with Snarl, and then setting up Tailwind, and using Quash. But after that one time I used Quash, I'm not sure if it actually works in the ROM. So we might just have to abandon ever clicking it. Yeah, at this point though, I feel like I'd rather just be using a Focus Sash, because I feel like Murkrow is just dying to everything anyway. So I don't think it's doing a lot for us. But the idea is to use Eviolite to double Murkrow's defenses. Okay, so we are going to run Tailwind Gravity, and we are going to say goodbye to Murkrow. Yeah, I had resigned myself to that fate. I mean, there's not much I can do in the electric gym aside from just hard pivoting, right? So I'm like, okay, these are electric types. We just want to get the Tailwind off. If I had Terra Ground last turn, we would have been fine there. I probably should have done that. Alright. We'll swap to Sinistcha here. This will heal Metagross up, and Sinistcha has Protect and resists Earthquake. Okay. So now we're Terra Ground, and we're hitting Earthquake. And I think we just want to Protect here because Kilowattrel might still be faster, and it might use a Flying type move on Sinistcha. And we don't want that. But Kilowattrel is now no longer immune to ground type moves because of the gravity. So I think this is the safest move we can make here. Sinistcha will take no damage guaranteed this turn. Yep, see? And Kilowattrel, unfortunately, was still faster even under the Tailwind. So that's why we had to Protect there. Otherwise, we would have lost Sinistcha guaranteed. If the Hurricane didn't kill them, Earthquake certainly would have. So long as it's not another electric flying type. And it's Miraidon! And that damn Vehicle Bolt. Alright. But there are no ground type immunities, so we are just ripping that. Let's see. I also would like to rip... We're just going to use Shadow Ball into the Miraidon slot. It is technically the scariest thing we could be fighting right now, so I just want to guarantee that Metagross is going to get this kill off here. If he doesn't, it could be a problem. Okay, let's go, Metagross! Yeah, Vigavolt gets the Electro Web off here, but it only hits Sinistcha because Metagross is now immune to electric attack. Now, we can Protect again with Sinistcha. So... Yes, into the Iron Hands. It gets the electric terrain off. That's a little scary, but we're not weak to fighting moves anymore. So we're just going to continue to rip it. Okay, it's terrestrializing. Terra Dragon. That is harsh, but it doesn't resist. Or it doesn't resist ground, thankfully. Yeah, but it's just so less. There's so much less damage now. Our Tailwind is gone. Because we don't have a good move into the Iron Hands now that it's Terra Dragon, I want to Bullet Punch to try to kill the Vikavolt before it moves. And we're going to Matcha Gotcha here, even though it's not very effective. Matcha Gotcha has a chance to burn. If we can burn this Iron Hands, that will be massive. Okay, we killed the Vikavolt. Ice Punch into the Sinistra. Damn it, it was enough to kill. And the gravity returned to normal, but that's fine. We're sending out Incineroar here. The permanent rain is still up, but Incineroar's utility umbrella is going to let them launch off a Flare Blitz anyway. Which we don't want to do because we're going to fake out that Palmot. We kind of have to. I have to really hope that fake out Psychic Fangs is enough to kill here. Iron Hands is probably free to just try to kill Incineroar. But he might Ice Punch into the Metagross as well, which wouldn't be great. But yeah, this Palmot is scary for the rest of my Pokemon, so I need to get rid of it now. It was enough. Right, what does Iron Hands do? Close combat, Incineroar. He survived! So this is huge, actually, because what this means is that I can just launch off Earthquake here, and I don't care what's in the next slot, because Incineroar is dead here no matter what. Unless I didn't just bait it into a Protect and save his life, because there's no reason not to do that. Okay, Incineroar the fucking GOAT! Yeah, and he just Ice Punches to try to get the kill on Incineroar, but he can't. And now we're launching a Psychic Fangs. He's most likely going to do an Ice into that slot. So we're swapping to Kyogre, baby. The rain's already up, it can't do more damage to us. We'll resist his Ice-type move here. But we kill anyways. Let's go. Dude, that Iono was so clean compared to last time. Dude, last time Iono almost wiped us. It's just getting that Tailwind up early. I just need the momentum. This team is too offensively focused to not have that kind of momentum going into it. That was the one major adjustment. And also, having the right Terra types as well does make such a huge difference. It's really useful to turn to Terra Ground on Metagross. The electric immunity was really nice there, but mostly we just want to get that bonus damage onto Earthquake. Because realistically, we struggle so much with electric types that we just need a really strong answer into them. And we gotta have Metagross on the team. He's gotta come to the Elite Four. He's gotta be there to be recorded in the Hall of Fame. These are my fucking GOATs, and we're making it to the end. Or we're just gonna die trying. And try again tomorrow. Nessa! Okay. Permarain again. That's fine. We have good answers in the Permarain. Ooh. This is scary because these are two potential Swift Swim users. But fortunately, we have Prankster Murkrow, so Murkrow will always Tailwind first. The question is, what do we do with Metagross? I'm thinking we have to hard switch Metagross, because if Basculegion uses the Ghost type move into Metagross, he most likely dies here, even with his impressive physical defense. So I think we... No, I don't want to switch into Incineroar in case I just use the obvious water move. I think we pivot just directly into Kyogre. I think that there's a good chance that this is just a Sabis, and then we can start launching Thunders. I kind of don't want a Tailwind here. We don't get much momentum from Tailwinding turn 1. I actually am going to Snarl here to break any Focus Sashes and do some chip damage. Already with the Terastallization. Terra Flying. Oh, an Ice Beam. It was Swift Swim Lucario. Or Ludicolo. Oh no! That's so bad. That's so actually awful. Okay. Okay, I was punished for not Tailwinding there. I didn't want to Tailwind because I wanted to see if I could save the turn to use it on an offensive turn. Okay, we go into Scizor here. We have no Tailwind. They are both Swift Swim, and there could be more Swift Swim Pokemon on their team. We have to dedicate to Terra Water here. I don't resist water type attacks as Scizor, right? Let me double check that. Does Steel resist water? Because I don't think it does. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, for some reason, Steel does not resist water. So we have to dedicate our Terra to Scizor here, because if we don't, Scizor could just get bursted down here. And I think at this point, we just have to, like, really kick on the offenses here. Yeah, no, we're Terra Watering defensively here. We're just going to lunge into Scizor. We're hoping that Thunder kills Basculegion and Lunge does good damage to Ludicolo. Okay. Quick Claw! I think he was already faster. Okay, yeah, the Surf. We both resist. Okay, I don't have that great special bulk. Okay, we definitely died if I didn't Terastallize there. But now Scizor's so low. Life Orb, Hydro Pump, Ludicolo, get out of here. Perish, please. Thank goodness. Okay. Scizor is so beat up now. Kingdra, that's the other Swift Swim user I was talking about. That's literally... And Iron Bundle. Brother, these are the fastest Pokemon in the format. Okay. So what do I do here? What I do here matters a lot. So Iron Bundle is faster than everything, and it knows it has Stab, Freeze, Dry, and I have 2 water types. I can Thunder for the kill, but if they double into Kyogre, Kyogre dies here. If they double into Kyogre here and I attack with Scizor, I get some good damage off. I can maybe double swap, but that punishes me greatly because I have a Grass and a Fire type in the back. Metagross is a great option here. The question is do they go for the kill on Scizor, or do they see a kill that I don't know about on Kyogre? I think I have to rip the Thunder here. And I think I have to swap to Metagross. Because I can't, Scizor will die here if I take an offensive stance. Scizor's too slow. I don't have Tailwind. Draco Meteor. Wait, is that in this? Please tell me. Okay, that's in the... Oh, thank God, it's in the Steel type. Okay, that was huge. Life Orb. Any Freeze Drive! Okay, massive turn. Massive turn. Please kill. Please don't have Focus Sash. If he has Focus Sash, we have Bullet Punch, but please don't have Focus Sash. Okay, we killed the fucking Iron Bundle. Okay, that's half of them gone. Samurai, okay. What do you do? So Samurai can use a dark type move in the Metagross, which will kill. Kingdra's -2 special attack. I think we... Oh no. If I go into Synergy and it is a dark type attack, Synergy's dead. I think I have to go back into Scizor here. I think I have to Thunder the Samurai to kill it. And I have to swap back to Scizor. Scizor might die here. But if I'm switching... If I'm worried about a dark type attack on Metagross, and then... Oh my god, but... Is it better just to try to sack then? Yeah, there's no way Samurai doesn't use a dark type attack into the Metagross, right? There's no way. I think I swap Incineroar here. I don't want... There's no way that the Kingdra's using a water type move into the Metagross slot, right? Kingdra never uses a water type move in the Metagross slot, right? I really hope Kingdra never uses the water type move into the Metagross slot. I think this is my best option here because it gets me so much pressure if I get it right. If I get the call right, it gives me so much the next turn. Kingdra protects! Okay, that was a massive prediction. I really needed to get that right. Now I have Fake Out pressure. Now I have Fake Out pressure and he's down to 2 Mons. One of his Mons is not attacking here. And it's going to be Walking Wake. I'm telling you that. Nah, that wasn't luck. It's called a good read. It's called we read him. Okay. Dude, this is so scary. 2 water dragons that are insanely fast and powerful. These 2 Mons can actually just sweep me right here. Okay. Do I Fake Out or do I protect? If one of them's going for like Surf, protecting here isn't good because we want to save Kyogre's HP. If they're both using Hydro Pump, here's the thing though. If they're both going to use a water type attack on Incineroar, and neither of them go for like Surf, then protecting here is essentially blocking both of their attacking moves. So we could try to go for a bait here. If they are dedicated on killing Incineroar here, I think we're going to make them work for it. If they double target Incineroar, it's the same as faking out both of them. Yeah, and we go for Thunder. I don't want to miss. We're protecting. I hope I made this call right. Okay, Muddy Water, we're off to a bad start. Hydro Steam, okay. So I'll take it. It did minimal damage. We didn't get the accuracy drop. And Walking Wake's attack was still blocked. Okay. Now what we do, we Thunder again into the Walking Wake. But now we're going to swap to Synergy. Because they're going to go for the exact same moves. Synergy comes in, heals Kyogre, and lives the Hydro Steam. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. We live it. We live it, we proc the Citrus Berry, and then Walking Wake dies. freaking water dragons. Both of them. Now we just... yeah, now we just Matcha Gacha and Thunder. Yeah, they're already -2, so we don't care about this Draco Meteor. And now they're -4, this is game over. Okay. Yeah, if we faked out the Kingdra there, we would have prevented the Muddy Water, but we would have died to the Hydro Steam. If we were faking out anyone, we were gonna fake out the Walking Wake every time. Just Walking Wake is the scarier one there, but I was betting that Walking Wake was attacking Incineroar. Because why wouldn't they, right? Even if I switch there, like, that's like what you would do. So protecting there was just... If the Kingdra had also gone for a single target move, it would have been like the perfect turn. But because we didn't get the accuracy drop on Muddy Water, we were not punished. But oh my god. We are not out of the woods even for a second. Thank you, Murkrow, for your valiant sacrifice. If only I was the smart one and clicked Tailwind. I fucked up there. If I had Tailwinded that first turn, I would have been so much better off, because then Kyogre would have outsped the Kingdra. But, oops. Okay, let's go. Pierce, it's Dark types. Again, not great for the Metagross. Okay. Yeah. No, we could turn Dynamax on if we wanted to. In the future, we will probably end up experimenting with Dynamax. I have very little experience in using Dynamax, but it'd be fun to try it. Yeah, here's what we do. We're going to... swap. We're going to swap the Scizor and we're Tailwinding. I'm not going to assume that Murkrow's just going to be okay this time. Ceaseless Edge. Okay, that's cool animation. Ooh. Yeah, and the Fairy type move. I figured. But now we have Tailwind up. Yeah, we're going to lunge, and then I want to set up gravity. I want to set up gravity because if we set up gravity now, we can rely on so much more on Kyogre. Ceaseless Edge into the Metagross slot. He lives. We have 2 layers of spikes. We now are going to Gigaton Hammer into Grimmsnarl, and we are going to Bullet Punch to hopefully kill the Samurott. Yeah, I kind of have to hope that this kills, right? Surely. Fuck. Well, he went for Aqua Jet anyway. Okay, Reflect is kind of annoying, but let's see if this still kills. I was hoping to kill the Samurott this turn, but that's fine. We're going to be bringing Kyogre in next. Never mind. We're going to lunge, and we're going to... I don't actually think this kills, but maybe it does. I'm just going to fucking pray. Yeah, otherwise I was fine with letting Metagross die there. The Sucker Punch failed for some reason. I'm not sure why the Sucker Punch failed there. Alright, our Tailwind petered out, which is unfortunate. You. into Malamar. We are so low. The problem is I have 2 steel types in, so if Chi-Yu uses a fire type move, it's hard to tell which slot it'll go into. Alternatively, Chi-Yu can just nasty plot. And Malamar is also scary because Malamar gets contrary. God. What do we do about this? God, I feel like this is a really crucial turn. We don't have Tailwind up. Malamar's slow, but it's Scizor faster. It could be. Malamar is a Gen 5 Pokemon, so it wouldn't surprise me if it did get a Mega. I'm gonna make a risky play on a bet that Chi-Yu wants to kill Scizor. So we're Terra Watering with Hospitality. I was right! Let's go! Even with the Terra Water and the Hospitality, it almost fucking killed me. We killed the Malamar. God, Hydreigon. God. So Scizor is dead no matter what because the spikes are out. I think we have to send Kyogre out here. Mega Malamar would be pretty cool. Terra Dark. I'm happy that he got rid of his dragon typing, frankly. Okay, Flamethrower into the Kyogre slot. Let's hope that Hydreigon was also going for that slot. No, he kills Scizor here. I figured Scizor was probably dead here, but there's nothing I could do to prevent it. Okay, we're using Incineroar here. I want to fake out the Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is a scary one here. We don't have gravity up anymore, unfortunately, so we have to just go for Raw Origin Pulse. Hydreigon Draco Meteor. He's not Terra Dragon. Oh my god, but it's enough. No. Oh, this is so bad. Oh god. God, we're so cooked. We're actually cooked. I need this Chi-Yu gone. Like, but like, oh my god. I don't know. I have to get a crit here. Incineroar has to crit. Oh my god. Incineroar has to crit. Please, Incineroar. He has Utility Umbrella. He's not weakened by the rain. Oh my god. Yeah, I believe I did. Malamar is he could. I don't know one way or the other who's getting a Mega Evolution. He could be getting a Mega Evolution. I wouldn't really know. Sorry, I'm just lamenting my run being over. Yeah, I mean, like, Incineroar and Metagross are gonna have to pull off something crazy if they want to win, because we don't have Terra available anymore for Metagross. So Metagross just dies to Chi-Yu. I mean, your friend can predict that. I don't know one way or the other. Yeah, it's over. It's over again. We lose the run. Incineroar has no way of beating these dark types. No, we're not using healing items in battle. It wouldn't feel right if we did. I don't need it. I don't need it. I am a professional. Bro, we lost again. What's wrong with it? Okay, Murkrow needs to get the Focus Sash. That's the problem. Is the Eviolite doesn't work. The problem is that I need to buy a goddamn Focus Sash. Or find a new Tailwind setter. Maybe I just find a new Tailwind setter. Maybe we start off with a new team member next time. Because we're still doing this. Or maybe we'll do something else and I'll just let the team cook in the background. I don't know. I need to do some more runs. I'm completely bankrupt on this account. I don't have any money. I don't have any resources. I don't have any Terra types. All those Terra types are gone now. They've been reset because I did all that in the game. Okay. Next time, something else probably. Oh, we'll see. I'm gonna look at that, like, what Pokemon Obsidian you said. I'll look that up. I'm also still interested in Garbage Gold, Nuzlocke. But maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to play something to prove I'm good at Pokemon, because this game does not. It's not very flattering. I don't know. I feel like I'm playing on a high difficulty. I'm playing doubles, for God's sakes. Ugh. All these critics out here. But thank you guys for enjoying the run. I'm sorry I couldn't pull it home. Once again, we lost in the Elite Four. Nah. It fits me perfectly well. Hopefully we'll get it next time. We'll keep trying until we do. Well, I have 800 hours in this game for a reason. Because I don't give up. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. And I'll see you guys